KZN podcast igama lami nguPhilo Kashandu. Welcome to it. Gopina ukhona because asasho manje ukuthi sanibona nemakhaya. Kwakudala ukuthi wakhona sanibona nemakhaya. About now they watch things on phones, on gadgets. So lento ukuthi nje emakhaya seyipheli. Okay. Njengejwayele ngihamba nenkuzi mara ngimeya wakwenza uyimeya lapha enhlangano bebamqosha umphucicheni waseza la eSouth Africa. Bavusi. Right.
Wazela.
Enhlangano awungeke ngaya lapha enhlangano. Angithi noma sesiswazini ngicabanga ukuthi okay. Cha, siyahamba sivakashe sibe sibuye. Sinehlobo nathi le babona.
Athi mhlawumbe oyilenya le lapha. Emashekeshe.
Exactly njalo.
Phela yona nyanga enithandayo lapha hlezi igcolini imoto zala eSouth Africa.
Serious?
Yeah.
Beninyanga ngihamba ngiNazareth Nkosi yami happy now. Namhlanje we have a guest and we celebrate emuva. Umuntu esakhula embuka efuna ukuba uyena as well. I think there was a time Mavuso in my class we're doing those thing called auras. I don't know contact to my auras school. Wekuthiwa ngingisela nje umuntu othize. Some people were doing generation actors, some were doing Gumshaka at that time. Konsize lokho ngumakhosi inkosi SABC. Makhosi Mkwicha uyafila mfethu?
Ngiyaphila ngiyajabula ukuba nani namhlanje.
Oh, thokoza thina mfethu ukuthokoza thina. Mangithi ngiyathokoza ke uyayiphatheka lo baba. Ngoba phela mina ngisuka ngapha kaZulu manje ngiyathokoza vele thina iqembu elithize ngathi cha ukuthokoza nje kwethu thina ngaphansi.
Hayi hambile short njalo uzwa ke. Mina ngiunderstand ukuthi kunalende ilanguage eyigodi abantu abasuka ngaphesheya kothukela nje abasho bayabonga ngoba bahloniphisile elinye igama likaMhlokombane le ekwakusiyabonga.
Yeah.
So kwazi yika abantu bakutheleza uma kubezo bathi umnyama bathi imphisho umnyama. Abasho futhi khona lengiyitholile bathi ngiyaqosha ngoba mawuthi ngiyathola kungathi ubiza ingosi uMathola. Yeah, so kuyinto leyo but ke abanye basemalokishini ngebazazi lezo zoba. They come from this broken family structures whereby no one guides them ukuthi umuya and ukuthi khona umuntu ayangibuza ukuthi why mina ngasikhuluma isizwe ngizama ukubhidilisha isiZulu ngithi na you always do what the Romans are doing from. That's it.
Yeah. Cool. Asingene ngene baba Mkwicha siyabonga siyathobeka kakhulu ukuthi usihloniphe uze la ku podcast yethu siyakwamukela mfowethu.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu and I'm looking forward ukuba nengxoxo na.
Cool. Asingene kuyona ke sikhule uMakhosi inkosi and you a journalist at SABC. Abantu abaningi bekuthanda bekukhonzile bekulandela. Ngalesi sikhathi ke wangalandelwa ngama followers. Let it follow me on my page. But they used to follow your work. And kuhamba question isikhathi waba uMakhosi Mkwicha. Ngibiza kahle bathi
Mkwicha yes.
Yes. Kwenza kanani?
Igama elithi Mkwicha igama likaMkhulu ozala ubaba.
Okay.
Yeah. So kusho ukuthi ke ngokuhamba impilo ngathola ukuthi no isibongo lesi esiunkosi akusona isibongo segazi. Yeah, akusona isibongo sempande. Kusho ukuthi umndeni wami wasuka endaweni yoqumbu Eastern Cape.
Okay.
Singabasebukhosini bamaMpondomise.
Hayibo.
Yeah. Ngumntwana enkosi mina kahle equmbu. The original surname yethu kwakuMatiwane ingonyama yamaMpondomise ephethe njengamanje uZwelozuko Matiwane futhi nje umfowethu. So ngo1880 kukhona imantshi yasequmbu eyayisebenzela uhulumeni wamaNgisi eyaya engonyameni yamaMpondomise yathi sicela ukuthi usincede ukuthi sinqobe abeSuthu. Yeah, ezweni labo elilisuthu namhlanje.
Yes.
So kunokuthi inkosi uMhlonhlo isebenzisane namaNgisi ukuthi kulwe nabeSuthu into abayenza babulala lomlungu lo Hamilton Hope okuyimantshi. So emva kwalokho ke babaleka ke baya ekudingisweni bahlala eLesotho. So kusho umndeni wami ke basebe ngoba bahamba vele bengaphethe lutho and mawuse kudingisweni bagcina sebesebenza emaplazini kuze kufike ke ukuba ukhokho wami azithole esendaweni ese3D Mkhondo So mabefika eMkhondo bathola ukuthi okay indawo yamaswazi kakhulu and then kufuneka manje bashintshe isibongo ukuze bafane nabantu bendawo. So mabekhetha ke isibongo uNkosi ingoba uNkosi Dlamini Omkhize no namampondomise amampondo konke kuphuma kubambo isizwe sabambo. Yeah, so base bathatha lesibongo lesi esunkosi. So manje ke mina ke ngathi mangithola ukuthi isibongo si wrong ngase ngithi angazi ukuthi ngophelela kuphi kodwa angiboni ukuthi kuzoshintsha ukuthi ngithathe isibongo igama likaMkhulu elumgijwa ngilenze isibongo and yiloko futhi esenginqume ukuthi ngiqhubeke nabo. Manje igama elithi Mgijwa abanye abantu abaningi bayabacabanga ukuthi lisixhosa alisona isixhosa alisona isiZulu alisona isiSwati kodwa liulimi olwalukhulunywa abambo kuthiwa ilimi lakhona is Tekela language. Tekela yeah. So liphuma egameni elithi giba mangabe ugiba futhi uthatha inkomo uyibophele ngeimpondo yabo uyayigiba lo nkomo lo futhi ke umuntu oboshelwa ngeimpondo kuthiwa umgijwa. Yeah, so ke umubheka nje empangeni kunesikole kuthiwa iMgijwa High School.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and naseSwatini futhi ngeke ngathola ukuthi kukhona abantu noma umuntu oyedwa ke engamthola onalegama elithi Mgijwa. Yabo futhi kuyakhomba ukuthi aliphuma emaXhoseni aliphuma esiZulwini aliphuma esiSuthwini kodwa aliphuma olwimini olukhulunywa ngabambo.
Wow, actually emaswati akhuluma isiTekela.
Umtekele yeah. But now lento yenzayo ngicabanga ukuthi abantu abaningi bangathatha kancane ukuthi kavese ibongo eziningi ziqhamuke emagameni abantu.
Sonke into eyigama so angithi nje eyisibongo. Yeah, iphuma kwakuyigama lomuntu. Mawuthi Shandu kukhona umuntu wayewuShandu. Mawuthi Mavuso kukhona umuntu wayewuMavuso.
Actually nje just to interject when abafo baye abantu bahleke mangibajathi sibhaka Dlamini thina. Uphila ke uyalwazi ukuthi kwaDlamini kwanenkosi wathiwa uMavuso. So thina we took up that name. So when I tell people ukuthi no actually Dlamini uma nje unokuthi mayefona afonela abazukulu lapha bakhe lapha endlini athi niyaphila uNkosi niyaphila kwaDlamini and then bona they will get lost sesabaka Dlamini kanjani. Yeah, well ngiqonde nje ukuthi uMavuso igama lenkosi yakwaDlamini and then thina we took up the name and used it as a sentence.
But now in your ID ubizwa ngobani?
I-ID ibizwa uNkosi ngizochaza lokho. Uyabona the issue yokuthi kube khona isibongo is foreign.
Okay.
Yeah, akusinto yase Africa yafika nabelungu.
Yeah.
Kufuneka bazobuza ukuthi ubani igama lakho uthi uMakhosini. Ubani isibongo yini isibongo? Okay, uzalwa ubani uzalwa ubeka yipi bese mina nguMakhosini kabeka usibiza kanjalo like uMisizulu kaZwelithini kanjalo yeah nguMakhosini kabeka yipi bese kuthiwa okay ubeka yipi sekuyisibongo sakho. Yeah. Angisakhumbula ukuthi umbuzo ububuze ukuthi
no ngibuza ukuthi kwi-ID yakho.
Oh yeah right Nkosi. So I approached i-Department of Home Affairs. Ngaleso sikhathi kwakuse uMinister Minister of Health khona manje
Dr.
Mthwaledi yeah. I approached them wathi look ngifuna ukwathi no akwenziwa lokho ngoba abantu abaningi basuke bathi bafuna ukushintsha igama noma ufuna ushintsha isibongo kanti ubalekela izikweletu ukhona izinto ezithiza zonile kodwa ke kukhona umgunyathi abantu abawenzayo ukuthi uzohamba athole umuntu omgijwa isibongo ubese ethi ngicela ungifake ukuthi ngase ngithi mina no angifuni ukukwenza lokho. And futhi ngaleso sikhathi mangakhuluma iqiniso nje liphelele kwakukuthi ngangakasitholi kahle isibongo the original one njengoba sengisazi manje ukuthi kwakuMatiwane. So ngangakasitholi leso sibongo leso kodwa noma sengisitholile manje isinqumo sami ukuthi ngizoshintsha ngibe umgijwa and ngicabanga ukuthi kuzofanele ukuthi kube khona iprocess engiyenzayo to formally engage the Department of Home Affairs ukuthi ngisishintshe lapho isibongo from Nkosi to umgijwa.
What about kids?
Abantwana basebenzisa uNkosi kodwa ke you know angikakafiki ezingeni lokuthi ngisibuke isibongo esiwuNkosi njengento eyinhlamba kimi. Yeah ngoba ubaba ukushona kwakhe ngcwatsha wokuNkosi nabafowethu abanye basebenzisa uNkosi. So kodwa ke lilonke liphelele ukuthi uma umuntu wesintu uzokwazi ukuthi uma usebenzisa isibongo esi wrong kuhamba ukuvalela izinto zakho zingahambi kahle. Kodwa ke kwezinye ingkhathi abaye kubathatha ukuthi kwanele ukuthi uyazazi ukuthi ungubani mawukhuluma emsamo wakho ubiza lokho kufanele ukubiza kodwa kuyinhloso yami nesifiso sami esikhulu ukuthi egcineni kwakho konke kushintshe officially even for my children ukuthi baqhubeke nomgisho lokho ngikuthandelana nona kini njengoba besisho nje kungasidala ukuthi igama noma besiphi isibongo osibonayo manje sikhona kwakuyigama lomuntu at some point yabo manje mina angithandi lento yokuzibiza ngegama lomunye umuntu engingamazi ukuthi ngixhumana naye kanjani ngoba whenever you call isithakazelo uma uthi mina ngumthiya you are invoking a spirit kukhona umuntu omvusayo uma uzibiza wena ngegama lakhe uyabona so uma ngithatha ke mina ngibuka umgijwa ikhaya lakhe lapho ashonela khona waphumela khona lisesekhona kusela umzala kulo ithuna lakhe ngiyalazi ukuthi likuphi nginesithombe sakhe so ngibona sengathi that is a much better foundation to build from for future generations kunokubiza igama lomuntu engingamazi engazi lutho nje
ngakhula nje la ukuthiwa wesibani
Yeah.
You know, something just happened. I think for the first time since I feel it. Yaqala ukuza umuntu ebiza igama lami ngendlela. Uthena kini.
Yeah.
Ngokini nonke. Abantu abaningi bathi kini. Yaqala ukuthi imsela nje ngendlela. Manje uyazi abantu sengaza kwakwamukela ukini kanti ngihlahla ukini. Ngiyaqala ukuza. Mafus, what is that?
Yeah, thank you for the history bafo. Ake sidlulele kulesikhathi sakho ngiyibone nje isikhathi esiningi ubhale ukuthi ngingathi ka SABC we interacted with Mandela.
Yes.
You still even have those pictures.
Yeah.
Your time at the SABC. I do remember what were your political correspondents and the prominent one. You traveled around the world, most especially Africa.
Yes.
One story I like, I mean, you got to Tuchulu Kapila around 2001. Yeah, when you had to fly to Congo, Brazzaville, cross the river to Congo, DRC. Remember, what abantu abaningi abazi ukuthi une Congo DRC ne Congo. So you just cross the river. Yeah.
Look, SABC yona ndawo engathi in terms of ukusebenza ne job satisfaction it was the highest at the SABC. I learned a lot, I traveled a lot. When I was a political correspondent, it was during the isikhathi sika Baba Umbeki. Ngahamba naye kakhulu uma ngabe enza umsebenzi wakhe ngoba Umbeki put iAfrica on the map. You know, I remember kukhona isikhathi kwakune United Nations General Assembly. La kufika khona abaholi bamazwe, heads of state and government bafika bakhuluma. Ngalo nyaka the first president ukuthi akhulume address kwaba upresident wase Brazil. The second president kwaba president of the United States. The third president was the president of South Africa. That was the level at which South Africa was respected. Was respected.
Yeah, remember ukuthi ku-UN lapho vele ikhulunywa nje akhona emhlanganweni wamagoso.
Yeah. So also ubaba uMadiba, I remember it was ngonyaka 2000. Sasingangiyokhava story sakhe. Mangithi ngiyaphuma usecretary wakhe athi kimi Makhosini don't go Khulu wants to see you. Wambiza Khulu. Hey, manje ngihlele endlini lapha ngilindile. That was I think in my life yabona umakhulunywa ngama highlights.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be one of the highlights ngoba ngihleli la manje ngilinde uMadiba umuntu abantu abaningi emhlabeni abafuna ukumbona abafuna ukumeeta
Eluyena othe
manje yimo uyafuna ukubona
wow
ngihleli la ukuthi uMadiba ufuna ukubona vela angene you know into yokuqala ukutshela just the first thing he said wangena Makhosini are you Swati? That means some sort. No, ngiyasibona isibongo sakho Nkosi. You know, King Sobhuza was a very progressive king. Yeah, and uma iqeda ukukhuluma ngosobhuza wangibuza ngomndeni wami yabona yonke lonto leyo. So I'm just trying to reflect ukuthi why umuntu onjani wakwazi ukuthi akwenze ufeel special. And then he says to me, no man, I see you cover Ituri, you go, I mean, I think you cover, you've been almost to all the countries in Southern Africa. You go all over Africa. You know, I have a program that I'm doing. I'm building schools and clinics for people, and I'm getting funding from companies to do this work. And these people, the reason why they give me money is because they want to be seen with me on television. So that's why they give me money. So I want you ukuthi mangenza le Ituri lezi mangenza lo msebenzi kube uwe from the SABC who covers these stories. Now it was a big honor, but
I'm just thinking, yeah, like wow.
But mangifika e-office my editor at the time Babu Sistol at Norman, you can't leave the president and cover the former president. I don't think it's good for you, you know. So at the time, our party, SABC News, wagu Upanem Chomboti no Matata Zed. But now we'll go and tell the old man, it's
been this guy. How did you tell my team?
And if you know Pani,
So they go, they meet him, they come back, but hey, no, the old man is refusing, he wants you. So you have to cover him. And I learned a lot from that experience. Ngafunda kakhulu, and also kwaqinisa nobudlelwane bami naye uMadiba ngendlela yokuthi even noma kwakushada indodakazi yakhe uJosina Mashel, who happened to be my friend at that time, beshada eMozambique eMaputo. What uMadiba Makosene, my daughter is getting married, I want you to come. No, but he gave a gloom because funa ukuthi ungicele emsebenzini. So Madiba issues an instruction through his office. Nichelo Makosene, I want to see him. I want to see him in my house in Maputo. So mangifika ngibatshele emsebenzini, but no, if Madiba wants to see you, go and see him. Sizozwa ukuthi uthini. Just before ngihambe, afika uMathatha Ntsidu athi no, his daughter is getting married. That's what he's calling you for. But no, continue.
So
ngahamba kanjalo to go to Maputo to cover that wedding. Going back to
just before you go there,
yeah,
I'm interested in this. So uMadiba benomuzi nase Mozambique as well.
ukhona umuzi azakhela wona yena. Kwakungewona okababa Mashel. Ukhona umuzi azakhela wona. Ngicabanga ukuthi mangaphonsisi wawushiya no Mama Grasa Mashel yonke.
I think lo muzi lo ngasePolana, mawusePolana hotel you can see it. Yeah. I'm sure you know Polana hotel.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Khumbula lapho khona abangabanginkulu bafaka imali.
Abashayela khona udake bakwalisa kuba ATM.
So sibuye kulokhu ke okubuzwa uMavuso. You know, ngivuka ekseni ngemsebenzini January 2001 mangaphonsisa. Ngivuka ekseni ngemsebenzini. Kuthiwe no, ungabseza SABC hamba straight to Pretoria to the DRC embassy uthole visa, because we've had news with the president of the DRC, Laurent Kabila, has been assassinated
by one of his bodyguards.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. BBC and other international broadcasters, they chartered an aircraft, a jet. So sangena nathi sabhadala ke our piece, fly out of South Africa. Masithi sizongena DRC, then the government of the DRC closes the airspace. So you can't land into the DRC. So We land.
Obviously, this is a coup.
Yeah.
So there's no way we can allow people to just come in and go and
we land in Luanda. Sihlale with aircraft inside the aircraft, baking for hours. For hours. We're not scheduled to. We're not coming to Luanda. Zange Luanda. Siyalanda nje. Sibasivumela ukuthi silande. You know, because we can't be in the air forever.
Thanks for the aviation. You land to at the nearest airport in case of emergency.
Yes.
They just allow you to land, but you can't move.
Then we sithole clearance to fly.
Yeah.
We land in Brazzaville, which is the capital of the Republic of Congo. Tina, our destination is the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Kinshasa.
Yeah. So this, I don't know what kanjani because you've got two capitals.
Yes.
It's Brazzaville and Kinshasa, Rwanda, Congo River.
Yeah.
So we land very beautiful. You know, Tinama Africa, sometimes we just destroy things. I mean, very beautiful, very beautiful. I mean, that looking at the sunset, you're looking at the buildings, these colonial buildings. So, the government of DRC has closed the airspace. DRC. So, kube khona i-pilot esiyibona laphana with a small aircraft. Sikhulume naye simtshela mane, can you started umuntu ngabona isimanga that was very funny. Sihlezi kwi-aircraft and then it takes off. Ithi misendleleni i-pilot iqale manje collect. Just a taxi. Collect ama-payments. And also there is a fear yokuthi if there is an aircraft that is violating the embargo, there is no flying, we could be shot down. So the guy had to fly low.
Below the radar.
So below the radar. Yeah. Yabona buti ngathi mangifika yabona sesifika ke manje Kinshasa kusebusuku. There is a permanent load shedding there. Basimise ku immigration for the longest time. Ekugcineni basivumele ukuthi singene. You know buti sihamba ke manje eKinshasa ebusuku kuthiwa inento lena makune curfew. There's a curfew manje ukuthi you can't be
roaming around.
Yeah. The curfew is now in place. Labantu bama taxi manje basihambisa kuma back street ihlala ezimnyama mfethu.
And the stories yet
but uma sesilapho, one of my experiences yabona very traumatic. It is to have a rusty AK-47 rifle pointed at you by a teenage boy with stunted growth. Put this AK-47 wibhekise kuwe. It was during the time of what is called the Great African War. Yeah, so there was a war happening in DRC. You had Zimbabwe, Namibia, and other countries, Angola, fighting on the side of Laurent Kabila, and you had other nations like Rwanda. So, and the people babese DRC and the propaganda yaikishwa hulumeni wase DRC was that this war could end in a day if South Africa were to take part on the side of the DRC. And the South African position at the time was of trying to make peace without taking arms. Remember, there was a time when we sent a Navy ship to the DRC where, for the first time, Laurent Kabila and Mobutu Sese Seko met. So, propaganda, a lot of the messages that were coming from the Congolese government was that the enemy is South Africa. So, if you're a South African, thinking in deep trouble. So, Masakiwa ballet the parliament, la khona is umzimba ka Kabila uzoba khona. Jelo cameraman wami Patrick Chomani, Patrick, I have a very bad feeling. Phela singayi lapha.
Yeah.
Athi no mfana kithi we can't miss
That
these
shot.
chances, those shots.
Those
yeah.
shots. Phela yena ubuka ama-shots.
Yeah. Masifika laphana, the estimation was that there were about 1 million people babehlangene in this. I mean, Kinshasa is a
It's one of the
city.
biggest cities in Africa.
Yeah, with the highest population.
Population yakhona
Yeah.
at some point they like 6 million.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
At some point,
got correct. Yeah.
Yeah, congested.
So now, masisebenza la, angisho it's the language yase DRC is French. So we have to get a fixer who's going to be a translator, also sitshela ukuthi funeka senzeni,
Ubani uthini,
interpreter,
stuff like that, yeah.
And the Congolese government was putting spies, I mean intelligence operatives. Yeah. So this guy asithengise ukuthi abantu these are South Africans.
Yeah, South Africans.
South Africans. Yeah, manje kuqale abantu basilondoza manje separation. Yabona then mfana kithi uqamba manga. Yabona my thought was okay, this is my last day. I'm dying. And the person I felt sorry for was my father because ngangazi ukuthi kwakuzomhlupha ukuthi isidumbu sami akazokusithola. Because there was no way. But that imzimba yethu was going to be yayizotholakala and be repatriated. Already wawuyibona idumbu ezilele emgwaqweni yabona lonto leyo and kwakukhona nento ye cannibalism yabona. So vele mina ngiyibona
Traumatic experience.
but
Yeah.
every time mangihlangana no Patrick Chomane the cameraman esasenaye we can't talk, it's very scarce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So vele mina ngithi mina Patrick don't say anything. Kuzokhuluma mina manje no Zimbabweans. Zimbabwe is fighting on the side of the Lord. And futhi enye into the good thing about Zimbabwe is kunendawo yaseMatebeleland kukhulunywa khona isiZulu. eMatebeleland ukhuluma nje kwakhuluma nje uma khona umehluko nje ukuthi bona abathi nina abathi lina yeah. So very no, we are Zimbabweans. Ngangiphethe i-microphone SABC in a sleeve, SABC News. Ngasikhipha the sleeve ngasifaka phansi kwelontozi. No, we are Zimbabweans. And then bese kuza balethe omunye umuntu. I think this guy had stayed in South Africa a long time.
Yeah.
So avela fike lo muntu kumakhuluma isiSuthu. And ngiyamuzwa ukuthi uthini. But uzenza sengathi ngakusiza ukuthi ukhulume lesiko. That baphuthi angizwa le language okhuluma ngayo.
Mina ngaseZimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
And that was the biggest trick, eh?
Hey, but
Yeah, if you said to the globe,
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, sasinda kanjalo ke no Patrick Chomane sanqamla kanjalo. There are so many other experiences umuntu abanazo in Africa, but I think that one
I think enye interest ilokuthi I mean ukade afanele inyama badla bese bekhiphe bese niyazi badla bese bekhiphe bese
no, we ngaleso sikhathi uMuammar Gaddafi was pushing this idea of the United States of Africa.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, was pushing the United States of Africa. So and then he had a lot of money.
Yeah.
What in his hometown in Sirte.
Yeah.
He built the most beautiful building I had ever seen, with marble floors and everything. So that was supposed to be the African Parliament. So again, akunandawo yokuhlala, akuna accommodation lana, so they brought a navy ship. So sihlala emkhunjini we-navy, and then yes, yeah. So again, basenzele idina ke siya lapho sidina. Mangithi ngidla lenyama lena. This meat is like a cross between beef and pork. Not just pork. It's like a cross between beef and pork. So ngidle lenyama instead namanye amajita seSwazini. I didn't know how remember wayekhona bangaphosisi.
My former boss.
Yeah. So hlena ke ngaseSwazini lana. Ngithi mina ngathi basidlisa ikameli lana. Athi umuntu waseSwazini athi ngeke bazibakwenze. See, ngeke ikameli bangasibuzanga ukuthi so bese kuzi waiter ke ngimbuze bangijele le nyama esidlayo yani is it camel? It's camel. Ngabona this guy ethatha icoke evimba ukudla ukuthi ukudla kungabuyi.
Wow. But iyadleka.
It's delicious. Iyadleka impela lento za
in fact in Libya inyama yakhona emnandi camel.
That's why like inkomo khona.
Exactly. That's why uKaddafi ngenkathi ahambele eAfrica nje amazwe i-gift yakhe ayifika kuphela ngoba ama-camels.
Yeah.
Because ikubona ama-camels kufana nabantu bako Rwanda mabephama ankole. Yes, kanjalo kanjalo. So iyona nto. The reason why the Swazi guys were there, I'm sure you know ukuthi Gaddafi and Mswati they were close.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, also you remember the stories ka 2001 after kulonjwa i-OAU by AU.
AU, yes.
Gaddafi traveled travelanga into wazophuma eLibya ehambela amazwe aseAfrica. So mayifike eGolela wangena la eSwazini. There was this family yakwagina phila yagina. Yeah, they were very poor. He was so touched by that. So my that wamisa convoy yakwathi ayimele convoy waya lapho check isimo sakhona. Wakhipha imali from his pocket wa appoint the contractor same time. Kwakhiwa lapha. Umuzwa azube khona kwa drill borehole isi lo yamuzi usifana nemonument like mawungena nje eSwazini eGolela uyahamba nje kancane I think about 10 kilometers maka left nje umzomkhulu omhle nje everyone knows ukuthi this is Gaddafi's Lakers
ngaleso sikhathi wayehamba ngama signal jammers
exactly
la yahamba khona nje amafoni awasebenzi.
In fact when he landed in Swaziland I still remember ukuthi at that time sasenza ethi na O11 not to matric sasesikoleni all of a sudden incingo zayisebenza because he landed wangena eborder nje eGolela and then wathula yonke into wahlala eSwazini I think it was 4 days kuyangasebenzi network but mase hamba
Bafika. No, and kind of this interesting thing, Guja, you were a spokesperson for Scorpions, the Fiat Scorpions at that time. And it's kind of thing with more vela bukavi case kaso. Abanye abantu bebenginhlamba ukuthi phela qala ongeke ku social media ukuthiwa kanjalo kodwa nje abantu bakuthiwa nangu umuntu ofuna ukubopha uZuma.
In fact baze waba nengoma I think ayiphuze chemist.
Yeah, phuze chemist ikhuluma amakhosini inkosi yakhe. Look yabona into kaZuma lapho angifuna ukuqamba manga it ingizwisa ubuhlungu obukhulu yabona even when I think back to it. And I'll tell you why. Bengisayeza ngestory sika Madiba. Madiba and uNcamalala were very close.
Yeah, more than close.
So in many instances, when meeting Kavitori sika Madiba told you uNcamalala ukhona, and as a result we developed a very good relationship.
Okay.
No Babu Zuma. Okay. I remember I think it was in 2000 or 2001 efike eZimbabwe. Kwakati kunama elections. What mefika nje airport ngizile mina ngizomkhava ngizokhava istory sakhe wangibizele eceleni wathi baba Makhosi nawu ngitshela kwenzakala njani ngimchazele ukuthi kwenzakalani ukuthi kunabantu abafuna ukuvikela umbuso yonke lo one of these people are stupid man, they should go and organize underground. So ngaze ngicabanga bakhambi MK wese thatha advice yakhe his own. So ngikhumbula nje kukhona ilanga wayevakashelwe abalingisi bemzini weinsizwa emzini wakhe ePretoria kahulumeni wanginvite ngaya nomakoti wami lapho. That's how close we were noBaba Zuma. Ngeze ngisebenze futhi as a spokesperson and head of communication at Department of Health under uZweli Mkhize. It was also part of that. Ngajela somebody owayesebenza noNcamalala ukuthi look man, I'm looking for a job, I want to leave the SABC, then bakhuluma noZweli kanjalo uZweli Mkhize. So there's a relationship there that's there. Okay. Now mase ngibona ukuthi no ukuba kwami ePietermaritzburg ngoba ngishiye ifamily egula kuzokusebenza I need to go back but ufuna ngibe nomsebenzi engitholayo ukuze ngisebenze. So umsebenzi ngithole NPA and I did send somebody ukuthi amtshele ukuthi look ukuthi ngisebenza NPA doesn't mean ukuthi I'm now eligible thing.
So ufike vele icase
is very sikhona vele case.
Okay.
Ufike what the NPA
2003. Yeah.
Oh yeah, ngoba the allegations faced resurfaced as early as 2000.
Yeah. So into abantu abaningi abangayazi is that inside the NPA ngibhekene nokukhulu kunzima bokuthi kuthiwa this guy is a Zuma supporter who can't be trusted. Kwenzani?
Because he is a Zulu.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
those people are hostile.
Yeah. So on one hand, as the case Gazuma proceeds, on one hand, ngaphakathi NPA kukhona abantu who are saying the head of the NPA, fire this guy. This guy is a supporter of Zuma. You can't trust this.
Yes, planted.
Yeah, he's been planted. Ngapha mangiza ngapha eThekwini ngikhumbula nje ngisepavilion noma ukuphi ngihamba nomnyusi sengangihamba naye futhi nje sasizwana naye ngangihamba naye. Yeah.
What is it?
So this lady ungena etoilet uzwa abantu bayakhuluma hayi nje uMakhosini usilela ngaphandle. So you know kwafika manje to a point where ngafonela ubaba ndodana lento manje ngibona ngisayiboni kahle yeke ngoba abantu bayamthanda uZuma manje babona sengathi wena. So now the interesting bit is people who were closest to President Zuma, to former deputy president at the time, would say to me, hey, ubaba ukuthanda kabi uthi noma abantu bekhuluma ngawo uyobajete ngike ndofana wenza umsebenzi wakhe. So I remember it was somebody who was very, very close to him. Want to give me, look Makhosini, you're doing your job, siyabona ukwenza umsebenzi wakho, and you do your work with respect. Imagine if you leave the NPA, kungenza kuzo omunye umuntu ongezikwenza ngendlela yakho ozokwenza ngendlela ezomosha. Ngoba even when a decision was taken to prosecute him, ngabizwa national director uPikoli wambiza kuseni ngomfonela sena kwa past 5 but Makhosini namhlanje I need you to arrive at work early. Ngangaziwa ngifikela late. Yeah. So ngithi mina ufuna ngifike ngobani esikhathi athi no I'm in the office already. So when get
5
well 5 o'clock yes geze ngene emsebenzini. Okay, I've taken a decision to charge Mr. Zuma. I want you to give me a step-by-step plan ukuthi kuzokwenza kanjani. Now I had to sit down and plan. How do we make this announcement? One, we need to give him the benefit uba uZuma ukuthi azizwe ngathi qala ukuthi uyacharge singenzi announcement esidlangaleni singakhulumanga naye. So I had to find number yakhe ngimfonele ngimtshela ngabalala national director ucela ukubona and then set up an appointment. Then the next appointment with the Minister of Justice, National Director, the Minister of Justice, and then tell the President. And then my tell the President uzohamba utshela uBaba Zuma wayese Luthuli House. After he tells Babu Zuma, he'll give me a signal. Already, I've called the press, the media. The media is already sitting in the Ventosa for a media conference. They are waiting. I'm waiting. I must get a directive, a cue from Upigoli. Okay, now you can announce. So we worked that thing. I made that program, statements and everything. The announcement which President Zuma is going to be charged, I made it. So which is something young and I feel very, very happy and very proud and very honored, was that when National Director was briefing the President, the President asked, okay, who's going to make the announcement? Atu Upigoli is going to be Makhosini. I don't know. That's very good. I felt that was a commendation coming from the head of state.
Yeah, otherwise we would have said, no, I'll go back and address the press myself.
Yeah. So what in my umtshela ukuthi no baba I've taken a decision to charge you. Ngabe ngena I'm press conference and make an announcement. So even the legal team, Mr. Zuma, they issued a statement, but no, they are very happy with the professionalism that was shown by the NPA. We make sure this thing doesn't leak. So it was a relationship that was very, very, very good. But again, we are gonna umangabe umuntu utshelwa everybody kutshela ukuthi baba uMakhosini akakufuni uMakhosini
Actually it becomes
it now ends up being a reality. So in 2009 mase ngiyekile ABSA.
I still remember you went to Kandla.
Yeah. So khona a chap who was a mayor at some point of Phongolo, uSibusiso Mhlongo. Was encojane sikhule sonke. Athi kimi asambe khona la ngifika abantu ngifuna ukubabona sambe. Masendleleni athi yazi ngicabanga ukuthi sindlule la enkandla. Abushe nje. Sindlule la enkandla. Mangele usesiyabona ngiyabona phela hayi singene ke yona. You know, it's interesting. Then kwese bakhona umuntu othi emakhosini angazi but bangivele to a certain direction.
Yeah.
Mangithi nangu unxamela la qhamuka vele ezangihake no ama camera.
That time I need to NCS and
No. It was clear he was going to be president. So Isolezwe had a front page story ukuthi uMakhosini Nkosi uye enkandla yokuxolisa.
I remember that story.
But which was fine for me because ngaleso sikhathi yabona I think nje from 2009 up to 2011 kwakukhona that 2 years that was the worst 2 years of my life. Nobody was talking to me. Ufonela umuntu omaziyo alubuke nje ucingo oluringa lizaqeda. Uthi uthumela SMS angene nje ama SMS yabo. I mean nobody yabona ngahlala ekhaya 2 years uyabona isiso sihlangane nomhlanga. You know abantu besaba. Yabona abazukuqasha abazukwazi ukukhuluma nawe.
I remember ukuthi lento yepower iyaziswa. I'm sure you know ukuthi e-US uTrump almost all media houses they are reaching out to him to settle some lawsuits. Some of them are getting rid of presenters and other people.
But the president is very powerful.
That's why I see you also made the same point. Elon Musk was taking a risk fighting with the sitting president. This, by the way, reminds me of the advice I gave to Ikengase IOL. They were taking on Ramaphosa. Said, guys, you're not going to win this one. But eventually they found me. Anyway, that is the case for another day. But I told them, no, you don't take on a sitting president and expect that it will be business as usual. No. But they are possible.
So kwafika ke engakubalanga ukuthi khona lapho in 2009 wangibiza wathi kimi no look I like umsebenzi wakho ngicabanga ukuthi ungene ku government communication. I think wayifuna ngibe head of government communication. Ayingamtshela ngathi shingaleso sikhathi nami yabona kwakusezwela yabona ukuthi no ngangithi ngiyasebenza ngazithola sengikhishwa inyumbazana ngendlela engathi bengicela nje ukuthi mina ngisebenze as a consultant ngasiza lapho engisiza khona wasethi ake akulungile. So kodwa ke ngabona ukuthi mhlawumbe
wathi kulungile mfana kithi.
Wathi kulungile but ngabona ukuthi no akubanga a good decision on my part. Yabona uma ngabe a president of the ANC and the incoming president of the country ek-invite ukuthi woza uzosebenza to turn that down. I think azange kumphathe kahle nami ngiyacabanga ukuthi kwangeke kumphathe kahle anybody.
Because he was basically extending an olive branch to you to say
it could be that or it could be that ngangizothola ngiphansi kwebhasi kwesinye isikhathi.
We should see now similar experience because at some point ikhona enye company efuna ungiqasha and then ngathi ngizosayina and then I realized ukuthi nalabafuna ungithatha bangibela but mase ngile phezulu but don't see that then yanena said
it's very difficult to know when mthiya kunzima ukwazi ukuthi kwakuzophela kanjani but kimi into ebalekile kakhulu ukuthi I was hurting I was scared ngangilimele yabona ukuhlala ekhaya kuphela iminyaka e2 ungasebenzi yabona nje mina lesikhathi kune World Cup ngo2010
Yeah.
akukho ngisho yodwa igame engaya kuyo, just not one, not even one, just nje nobody was talking to me. Nobody yabona ube wedwa uphile nje ngaleyo ndlela leyo mhlawumbe uzothola umunye umuntu athi ucela umsize ngokuthi naye afuna ukuthi kwaziwe
ukuthi
usebenzisana. I mean, I remember there was a businessman who had difficulties wangicela ukuthi ngimsize with public relations work. Wathi ngelinye ilanga wangibiza nje wathi ucela sihlangane e-restaurant, yabona wangithatha sahamba sa-restaurant wathi lalela mfana kithi kufika abantu la kimi baphuma khulumeni bangibuza ukuthi wenzani wena ecompanyini yami, and then bangitshele ukuthi uma ngabe uqhubeka usebenza wena la kusho ukuthi ke lama contracts engiwathola ayazophela. Yabo ngathi mina I know for to protect your business. It was a very difficult drive back home.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
And that experience then ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi you mention indaba kababa ukuthi ubaba wena wafika izimo lapho ethi khona ayi awuhlehle lo msebenzi. You a family man. At that time mhlambe umndeni wawufika kanjani about your situation?
You know, my unkosikazi wami at that time wayesebenza SAA. Kwakuthi makuna anything ethinta iNPA noZuma, her colleagues would go to her workplace babhinqe benze zonke izinto lezo. And ngapha kube umama naye angitshela ukuthi yazi mntana kuzokufika abantu la bangitshela ukuthi ngikhulume nawe. But into okuyiyona eyangimove to a point ukuthi ngithi no, let me not renew my contract, let me leave. Ngafonelwa so I think I can mention him, Umzwandile Mbeje.
Oh yes,
SABC. Wathi yazi Makhosini, I don't fear ukuthi kukhona umuntu ozothengwa ukuthi akubulale ngoba uhlala endaweni esafe usebenza endaweni esafe. Umuntu ozokubulala umuntu ozothola iopportunity. Ozothi nansi la nje Makhosini inkosi angene eshop athenge ukapa uyakwazi. Well, that's how you're going to die if you die. That's when I realized ukuthi yo this is too much. Kungcono ukuthi ngishiye ngiyeke yabona. I kanti ke angazange ukuthi ngizosebenza kwi-company ethize 2007 2008 kwathi nje 2007 December mak-electra uJacob Zuma ngathi mangiya emsebenzini in January everything had changed.
Yeah, because that's how businesses are.
That everything had changed.
Because I remember that company said to you, here's a package, take it.
Yeah. Kwafika ulondoza iboss yami yangitshela athi look, instruction enginayo is to get you out of the system. Let's see if uzokwazi na ukuhlala or ngeke uhlala. But ngabona ukuhamba kwesikhathi ukuthi no akusikulunga ukuthi ngivele ngiyeke. Hayi kanti I don't know ukuthi ngisazohlala ekhaya ku2 years ngihlala impela nje kungekho lutho nje lutho. Yabona ufonela umuntu omaziyo, yabona umuntu ungani wakhe umjwayele. Uyabona ukuthi ngathi ngizofonela uSihle mhlambe he's in charge of something of some newsroom. Avela ngaliphendula nje ucingo lwami nje yabona. It was very very difficult. It was I think when I look back at it mangicabanga leyo nto leyo ukuthi you know kimi it was ukuthi ngenza umsebenzi wami engiqashelwe wona ukuthi honestly yabo, but also kwasekubuye kuba khona kimi ke ngokuhamba kwesikhathi really looking at it now ukuthi at that time ngangazi ukuthi I'm autistic, ukuthi I've got autism. This neurodevelopmental disorder ekwenza ukuthi ungakwazi ukufunda imood. Yabona ubuka izinto zakho nozibuka nje ukuthi yabona kufanele ukuthi umuntu methi mhlambe ufuna, let's make an example, mhlambe uMavuso athi kimi hamba mawufuna ukuhamba, mina I'll take it literally. Kanti that's not what he means. He means ukuthi yabona. So I remember in 2006 wangibiza uMadiba, which happened to be my last meeting with him. April 2006, already at that time was in a dementia asylum. What to give me uMadiba, hey Makhosini, you know I always see you on TV and feel sorry for you. And why is this coming? I don't understand. Why is he feeling sorry for me?
Because I'm doing my way.
But why is it? It's only mase ngihlele ekhaya sengingasasebenzi ukuthi Madiba wayisho lento ukuthi uyangidabukela ukuthi kusazobanzima
kusasa
Yeah, because Madiba was able to read the mood ANC as early as 2005. You remember ukuthi there are reports ukuthi Madiba warned Mbeki not to fire Zuma, and Mbeki went ahead. So Madiba, I think he meant that.
we could see ukuthi kusazoshupa.
And if Madiba I understand that business world kusebenza kusetshenzwa kanjani. Business world, they always look to uba noise in power. Anyway, thanks Bafo for this opportunity. Ngicela siyivale lana ngoba isithanda ukuba isikhumbuza nathi ezinye yabo. But ngicela siyivale la ukuthi sesobe siyibona ngelinye ngoba the man has got a lot of stories to tell. Usafuna nje akabuya azositshela ngale story salendo de yamfonela like ifene yakhe kuthi ngifisa ukubona, and then while he was driving along the N3 silokhu imflikhela. And yamfonela ngalana, and then he later realized no, actually this man was meant to assassinate him.
Very, very sad stories. Maybe just your comment about the political landscape of the KZN. There's a motion by MK telling the vote of no confidence over Premier Tamindu.
You know the reason why the reason why I'm in KZN is because KZN is the most contested province.
Politically.
And it has got the most sophisticated voters of any province in the country. The most sophisticated. In 1994, they voted for the IFP, they voted for the IFP, and then voted for the ANC, and now they're voting for MK. So, which means they don't vote, babuka isimo ukuthi sinjani. And if you bear MK, which is the third largest party in South Africa, Konamanje, its mainstay, the main province, it's Zululand. I mean, it's KZN. IFP, its main province is KwaZulu-Natal. And KwaZulu-Natal also happens to be the most important province here for the ANC. So KwaZulu-Natal is where you're supposed to be if with the interest of playing a role in the media, or as an independent journalist, or as a commentator. So, which is why I find myself here, where I've decided to know. KwaZulu-Natal is the most interesting province. So, if we look at the motion of no confidence against Premier Ntuli, let's start here. My view, would have been that kwakufuneka ukuthi MK inikezwe i-party, inikezwe the opportunity to form the government. But I do hear ukuthi they were disorganized. Was what decided IFP, ANC, and DA would look, let's form the government. Now we have the government and it's functioning. And angakaboni into engathi other than ukuthi it's politics, angakaboni into engathi yenza ukuthi kube khona a loss of confidence on this government. But I do understand where EMKP comes from. It is that they are the largest party, they should be given the opportunity to form the
just
government.
Like in other countries. I'm sure there are countries whereby if kube ne stalemate kanjena, the largest party inikwa 3 weeks or inyanga to form a government. If then they fail, then the
second,
But in a country like Turkey, a Turkey ayibi khona i-coalition. A Turkey if kube ne stalemate esinjengale thatha number 1 or number 2 by runoff, uphume win. They don't want a situation whereby there is a stalemate. Proceed, Bafos.
So we will see. I think the only risk engaba khona kuhulumeni we-GPU is if kukhona a secret ballot. But if it's an open ballot, I think that motion is likely to be defeated because IFP is obambula in a party line, DA bambi party line, ANC bambi party line, and all the participants, even Nale NFP. I think whoever is inside government will vote for the government.
Because the PACs and power is addictive.
So nobody umuntu ofuna ukulahlela ama-blue lights.
And then on a lighter note, singathanda ithini ukuthi i-podcast yethu ibe more than an hour. Usenzo Mchunu i-performance yakhe. Do you think he's still going to contest to be president, or this is the end of the road for him?
I think he is done as Minister of Police. I don't think he'll go back. I think ubufakazi obuningi osebuqhamukile whether noma uyabona akathinteki directly or kanjani but nje osekuvelile ukukhombisa kunamanyundululo amaningi lapha. I don't think ukuthi uzobuyela as Minister of Police. President, I think sesifike esimweni manje la abavoti abasezukuvota ngokuthi iANC isinikeza nangumuntu asabe sovotela yena. I don't think kune constituency enkulu outside of KwaZulu-Natal. I think focus yakhe should be on saving himself from what he's dealing with khona manje. I think president or deputy president is a bridge too far.
Well, yes, but I'm interested in this. There were predictions that the ANC president, the incoming ANC president, might be the president of the ANC, but not the president of the country.
Yes, it's possible.
And some people are saying that Patrice Motsepe,
Oh yes, your favorite.
he might be the president of the country by looking at what he's doing right now, funding all the movement, funding our churches, and making sure that he's visible. What is your take on that?
You know, let me tell you what I think. I think Patrice Motsepe has been doing things which have been preparing the ground for him ukuthi angene kwi-politics mayifuna ukungena kwi-politics. Uma ubheka all the sectors of society wavalile. Uma ukhuluma faith-based organizations simbonile evakashela unyazi simbonile akapheli ke ZCC. Abantu abaningi abamnyama, they follow football. He's right there in football. He owns a club, a successful WCAF. Maningi futhi many other business like a Black Business Council. He was the president of the Black Business Council. He sponsors it. Almost through the Motsepe Foundation, he is involved in all sorts of things. And I hear people betting. He's a rich man. He is detached from ukhlupeka kwabantu on the ground. But he answers that question. He says, through the Motsepe Foundation, he is on the ground, he works with poor people and all those things, and he's doing something. So, he is doing more for poor people than I am doing for poor people who are not doing anything. Now he's got the foundation that helps him. So, uma ngabe kuukuthi, the groundwork ayenzile imenza abe electable to the broad spectrum of ANC voters and voters of other parties. The ANC may find itself he was not elected president of the ANC, but the ANC, if Bebona is popular, he can take it beyond 50%. They can look at him as the candidate, as the presidential candidate for the ANC. But I don't think that there's anybody who can definitively right now say he is not going to be elected. If he decided to stand, he's not going to be elected president of the ANC. I think he has a very good chance.
I wonder what we should tell him about Mbalula.
No, but that's why Mbalula is always fretting whenever you mention him.
No, I mean, he could be deputy president. He could be chairperson of the ANC. But I think leaders of the ANC, especially Abagwe top 7, I think they must begin to understand now that the era of the ANC being the dominant party would normally to if Agumakosin Mkijo be the president of the ANC, he be the president of the country. That time is gone. Now, whoever they elect president of the ANC must be somebody who is electable, by who the majority of voters of the country would look at.
I'm sure you'll also agree with me, Uti. Some South Africans are out to prove a point to the ANC in 2026 and 2029. They still believe the ANC was never taught a lesson for 2024. Because right now, if you look at Mbalula still think that the ANC is still in power. So abantu they feel that the ANC, if not be reduced in the is a as I say power acceptable.
But you see, here is a problem that mistaken in they think that if you reduce the ANC, you're giving parties like the Democratic Alliance a chance. And I don't see it that way. Because if you look at the 2024 results, the ANC is at 40%, MKP is at 15%, EFF is at 10%. If you take those Congress parties, uhlanganisa amavote abo, enza 62%.
Yeah.
So I think mina noma ngabe ungayilwisa ukuthi uyayehlisa ANC, still ama-voters ayo azomove to
giving ama-factions ayo, because you remember ukuthi all these political parties from the PAC up to the MK party, ama-factions ANC.
Yes.
PAC
not excluding IFP, by
exactly.
the way. All of them.
In fact, IFP ingane ANC.
Yes.
1959 PAC
UDM as well.
Yes, exactly.
1959 PAC engavumelana ne-strategy yahlephuka.
Yeah.
Kwayiwa maqala the first party to break away, UDM. EIFP yaphuma ngama-blessings abo, you remember their story, even though they later fought that bitter battle. So all these parties are factions ANC. Yeah, EFF faction ANC, MK faction ANC.
So the ANC will continue to rule in one form or the other.
Yeah, because MK party are
Exactly. Sabonga kakhulu, sabonga
Mjia nawe Dlamini.
Bafu.
Yeah.
Thembe sizobona futhi phela sivashele, and
I'm looking forward to that.
get your analysis on many issues that are here in KZN. Sathosa.
Sabonga kakhulu.
Sabonga.